This is a serendipitous life where I bring you farm fresh living without the farm. First, we're going to be starting some seeds in some homemade soil blocks. The soil blocks will be made out of peat moss, composted manure, and several amendments such as green sand, blood meal, and bone meal. We'll need a few tools: a 5-gallon bucket, a measuring cup, and a wheelbarrow. I'll also need a shovel and some water for mixing. So first, I'm just going to dump everything into the wheelbarrow. Now, there are several ways you can make these soil blocks. This is the method I'm using, but I know some people who just use sifted compost, and that works fine too. But I don't have very much compost, so this time I'm using all the items you see here. For the amendments, I did about 1 cup of blood meal, 1/2 cup of bone meal, and 1 cup of green sand. These are just fertilizers to help your plants get a healthy start. Now, as far as soil drainage goes, you can add some vermiculite or perlite to your mixture. Now, the combination that I'm doing here has made quite a large wheelbarrow. You want to mix it all very well, but in the end, I'm only going to use about half of this for my initial seed starting. The other half I'm going to save into a bucket for later, for starting my later summer crops. Make sure you have this very, very well incorporated. After about half of my mixture is set to the side, I added quite a lot of water to the mixture. You want to be able to throw it against the side of the wheelbarrow and it stick. It should not fall apart very easily. Now for the fun part, your soil blocker. You're going to push it into your dirt and out pops your little soil blocks with the indentation for your seed. I ended up with about 240 blocks ready to be planted. Now, what should I plant? I think I'm going to start off with some cold crops and some nice herbs to get ready for the early spring. We'll do it again in a couple of weeks with the stuff that needs warmth.
Grow, my little pretties, grow!
Happy birthday, little seedlings! I guess now I should probably go out and make sure everything's ready outside for you little babies. I'm finally getting my garden cleaned up. All this old stuff's going to the chickens. I'm gonna move this manure pile to where my tomatoes are going. I'm gonna rearrange these trellises, and hopefully within the next month, we'll have the garden planted. Well, I got one small section of my garden prepped. Let me show you what I did. You'll see that I put in 3 trellises here. Underneath this hay, I've laid down some old chicken manure that had been composted. Then I put down some old spent goat hay that was full of their little treats and goat fertilizer. And this is where my tomatoes are gonna go. Please hit like and subscribe so that you can come along with us for this 2021 gardening journey. Thanks for watching, and God bless our mess.